Hello, in this lesson we are going to build one more agent, and the agent this time will be responsible for answering questions. This will be basically chatbot sort of thing. However, we're going to add some extra spikiness into this agent, which will be including some image, videos, and links as part of this answer, which will make our UI very interactive and special. So let's see how we are going to do that. An example here of our document, for example, if you ask anything about our products, you will include as part of the answer some links would go to videos, right? And some link that would go to YouTube image as well, and YouTube. So we'll take all this and pass to our UI, and our UI is gonna be handling this multimedia as part of our answer. That's what I'm gonna make this agent a little bit more special, and you're gonna see those as part of our prompt. Before we start implementing the new agent, I want to do a small changes to our how our agent is working at the moment. I think I want to make sure our tasks, all the output to be always a LEM response, because this would help us to build a, let's say, orchestrator agent that can kind of call different agents and have some more previsibility what's gonna come from each other. So I think it's important for us to define this output. Then we need to change where we are setting something different. For example, here on the filter document, I will change this filter to be public, and I will actually return the infer changes to rest, set it to our output. I'm gonna then take this guy and call it from our service. Filter task doc pick agent, and I'm gonna pass the context and the message. The context you can even pass the docs itself. I think it would be more better. Then I'm going output. That should be it. Another thing that we're gonna add as well, it is the here. I think we are setting the response itself, okay, but we're gonna add one more method here. It'll be called is action with the big it's action, and I'm gonna just pass the task itself. Uh, the static output message lower. I think that would be safer if you just put index. I think it. And if task output, no, shall we say yeah, so this would check would be action if we got 4 from this response here. Yeah, let's now call it from our service. If this action then here we're gonna call our agent. So let's call, if it is action, let's call command agent processed ask and say doc context for as our context and set it to a variable called um, res, and if not, res will call question answer agent, and then we return res. Put me. So this is checking if his action. His action, we're gonna evoke our command agent, because what the user is trying to do it is execute a command like create a new app or list application or list all the GitHub repository and things like that. So we're gonna evoke this agent to perform those type of input and simple questions. We are gonna basically use this agent here. Okay. Now we need to create this agent. So let's create it. Question answer. And now we change to question answer agent. And this one is gonna be command agent. We are gonna create the own. So it will be question answer agent and command agent. Let stop this bit, getting confused. Let's do a command first, just because we're gonna do a dumb one. So agent base, about that. And you are command agent, you are about, yeah, let's see whatever is there. Process, task. And then gonna just hit turn. And now we're gonna work on our as command agent. Different. Yeah, close this. Now we're gonna focus our attention to question answer agent. Let's basically extend the agent base. So our prompt here, I will copy my notations because it's gonna be a big one. Notes here. So this will be a sales assistant responsible for helping answer user questions and help to sell the product. What is important here it is things like need to be friendly, always make sure feel important, use knowledge of effective customer service techniques, right? And what's very important here is that we want to return the links to make sure to include those in the answer, because by default ChatGPT is trying to remove those. And we also want to the image URLs, right? And and we are saying that they're gonna be passing kind of history of question and answers, and to take in consideration all that as part of the answer itself. Another thing is that we are asking to translate this one that I'm asking for, and the question about it. Please provide the concise coordinates on the information. If any, I was feel use or no. You're not asking to. Oh, yeah, you're asking to reply on the user language. So if the question comes as, let's say, Portuguese, which is my mother language, the answer will be in Portuguese. If it comes in English, you're gonna answer in English. It's an important one as well. And things like if you don't find the answer on the context that is given, just say sorry and cannot help with that. We're gonna check those prompts to see how is the answer if it is considering all that. Now let's do the task. Okay, so this let's build the content for, first, and let's just do the default thing first. What it is always self infer use. Let's try the basic first. Let's see if it works, and then return as task. Got our prompt. Now here we need to change this to be the content that are gonna build in here. This content will be basically build it here. We're gonna say content, I'm gonna format different way. Content will be context, and then I will another line. I'm gonna say another line. I'm not going to add question. I'm gonna already put history, because we're gonna be passing a history of the chat, the communication between the user and the assistant, like the ChatGPT. So we need to pass the whole history. So I'm gonna pass it here as if it was a history. I'm gonna add one more line to kind of instruct how I think would help with this prompt. I think helps with the answer if we just put response. That will be like this. That should be the response. And yeah, this basically that. It's history. I think I'll not be passing the history at the moment. I'll just pass the user input as it was always the first interaction. So let's add here user question. Then when you have more, would be then be assistant. It would be answering after answering, and they will continue building this history, but they're gonna build in the future. Okay, let's simplify for now. Yeah, that should be it. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna ask the question about can you give me some information about the product? You want to get it? You know if I'm answering it. So yeah, we have multiple products available for you. Here are the details. Then I say product one, this product is great. You can watch the video demo. So then it given here demo. This product it's perfect for small companies. You can find more information and visuals here. Product 3, and you can watch the video showcase product here. Let's say this is basically giving the answer based on our documentation. And let's just see the documentation again to see how similar is it, because it's not really a copy and paste from what we're giving. So there was some, I think, some massage done by ChatGPT based on the input of the user, right? We have multiple for you, check below, produce great. Yeah, so basically it's more or less what's in here. I'm gonna say, do you have video of the products? We have multiple products available for you. Here are the details. This product is great. You can watch. Let's say, let's try if the language translation works. Você pode me dar informações sobre os produtos? Uh, yeah, it didn't really work, the translation. Let's try it with ChatGPT 4. Hello, I'm excited to find you here. Some options we have for you. This product is great. You can video. It's not really working the translation one. Sorry guys, I have to pause the video and do some work off camera because our prompt that we had before didn't really work, and I have to kind of play it out with it here and trying to make it work. I did some things I'm gonna just describe, so it's done already, and I have the final version, which it is working pretty well. And one other thing that I have done is brought some information to the top, things like to respond, sorry, I don't know how to help you with that, to answer when the question has no information regards to the question that the user is asking. And also something that was very important here was that we had our documentation before as a user role, and we now passing as a documentation. So I'm passing multiple messages, system messages. So that is the way that I found that it worked best. I also broke some part of the user prompting thing. So for example, the part of the translation, I'm passing it as a separate message, and then I pass the rest of thing in another message, and then the content itself in another one. So it's three user message and two system messages. That is what it is compounded our prompting now. And let's try it out to see if it works. I think that the experience brought some learning, and we need to kind of break it down and play around to make it to work as we expect. Okay. So first thing is to check. Mm, I'm gonna do the translation part of it. So I'm gonna ask the question I'm gonna ask the question in Portuguese, and let's see how we're gonna answer. Quais são os produtos que vocês oferecem? Let's see how we're gonna answer. Yes, it's answering in Portuguese. Very well. Olá, é um prazer ajudá-lo, você. And yeah, so it's worked very well. Let's do a question in English now. And the question will be, what is the weather like in Brazil now? Let's see. This question is supposed to say, sorry, I cannot help you with that because we don't have documentation about the weather. So yeah, it's answering here correctly. Sorry, I don't know how to help you with that. However, I can assist you with information about our products. Yeah, very good. So it's asking some questions to make the conversation going as we ask, right? So it was part of our prompt. So I say assisting and it's for helping answer a question. And we also said giving full information. Yeah, I think we'll give some more information to keep ask for the conversation going. And I think that's conclude our agent for answering questions. And next we are going to work on the best part, which will be regards to command, where you're gonna interpret or digest the command that the user are trying to perform, and then you're gonna be building the structure JSON that represent that command. Okay, see you next lecture.